Golf Channel on EA Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, proudly presents the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today, it's live second-round coverage of the Players. Welcome once again to TPC Sawgrass for the Players. This is Rich Lerner alongside Frank Nobilo, set to bring you all the action. And Frank, the 17th hole is always the place to be during this great championship.
It certainly is, Rich. The energy, as we know, each and every year has just been electric at 17, and I don't expect it to be different today.
Frank, 7th hole here at TPC Sawgrass. How do you break this one down?
Not overly long, 440 yards, but once again, it's a tee shot. If you're driving the ball well, that's fine. You just sort of blister it down there, but you're starting to lose one a little bit to the right. There's 3 pot bunkers there, and of course, if you're fearful of it going left, there's the canal all the way down the left side that'll get your attention.
Frank, that swing looks lively and strong.
Oh, that had to fly 300. It's close to 310.
Now the approach to the 7th. Frank, what do you need to be mindful of here?
It's rather narrow in the front of the screen, and then there's some mounds both right and left. Be very aware of those mounds. They can actually help you out.
Good swing, good shot yet again. Really good distance control there, playing well to his strengths. Par yesterday, now for birdie. Frank, how much does that birdie help the cause?
Well, it doesn't look like much right now, Rich, just sneaking inside the top 20, but at the end of the day, that might be the one that turned the tide.
Frank, 17 here at TPC Sawgrass gets all the attention when you look at the par 3s, justifiably so. But number 8 is a daunting challenge in its own right.
It is, longest of the 4 par 3s, plus it's just littered with bunkers around the side, the back, and the front.
Not terrible, but not his best.
Yeah, outside chance, really, for birdie, but really, it was a rather poor approach shot.
That's as bad as I have seen. Folks, that one is now on the fringe. You don't want to let this one get away. This is about concentration and focus at this point. Frank, nothing really went the Players' way this week.
Yeah, if this was motor racing, you'd say it's a case of having 4 flat tires.
Frank, now at the 9th, this really is one of my favorite par 5s in the entire sport.
And I certainly enjoy watching people play it today, Rich. It used to be unreachable, but the longer hitters now, we're starting to see them go for this par 5 regularly in 2. And the reason why, they start to hit the drive more down the right now than what they used to. People used to try and go down the left side. The right side, it hugs the water, but you get a better view of the second shot.
And he steps up to take this shot from the fairway. Phil Mickelson said it's like walking on a balance beam. If it's only a foot off the ground, you do it no problem. But if you raise it 10 stories, then it becomes an entirely different proposition.
Well, you see it. As you walk down 16, you look across the lake. There's the green, you see the stand. And then, of course, when you putt out on 16, there's an 80-yard walk to the 17th tee. And over 80 yards, it's a lot of time for the rats to spin on the treadmill inside your head.
He's making the game look very simple right now. See it, hit it, and he's got it right on track. See if he can go one better than yesterday when he made par. This putt for birdie.
That might go unnoticed, Rich, but that birdie sneak inside the top 15.
Excellent front side, trying to keep it going here on the second 9.
He's just playing beautifully, hitting so many good shots, giving himself so many opportunities. Can he keep it going?
Well, this looks good.
Certainly is.
Frank, this is just a pleasure to watch. A player hitting on all cylinders at the top of his game.
Notice it's just flowing too. There's not a lot of deep analysis going through his mind. Just one step in front of the other. If your swing's there, you don't have to find it. If your putting stroke's there, you don't have to find it. Just let it happen. This is definitely not going down the fairway.
It doesn't look good. I think it's going to be in the deep rough. You have to think he'll be happy with that, given that it looked like it was headed right for the rough.
Yeah, it looked like that was the only place it was going to finish. But, well, it's a little bit unexplainable. Let's see what he does from here now. Lucky break.
Oh, good birdie right there, Frank.
Oh, time to get another cup of coffee. Things are heating up.
All right, hole number 11 here at the TPC Sawgrass, 558-yard, par 5, no shortage of options, no shortage of hazards, Frank.
If there's one hole at TPC Sawgrass where you can literally leap out of your shoes, this is it.
Well, that was a beautiful drive, Frank. Really good position to take advantage.
Sitting up beautifully in the fairway.
And now the second shot here at this par 5. Frank, the scoring club is in hand now. Chance to make a birdie.
Yeah, coming from that left side, you've got a full view of this green. And you can see the mounds, too. Use the mounds to your advantage.
Appears to be what they call a commercial play. Very solid. Birdie try up next. Just needs to keep it steady here over the putt. How does that not go in?
Amazing. Stroke looked good. Line looked good. Just did not take that final break.
Just a couple of feet. No damage done. Made the par. Down to the par 4 12th, and it's a pretty short hole, Frank.
Yeah, Pete Dye often doesn't get enough credit for his short par 4s. This is a great example where one of the features of it is the blind second shot, just to give you a little bit of doubt on judging the distance.
Frank, that ball's sitting up like it's on plush carpeting.
Rich, if you and I had lies like that every time, we'd still be playing this game for a living.
Frank, really good chance from this position to make a birdie.
Yeah, really the only thing he's looking at right now is the flag. This is a green light special.
Well, that's how you play the game, right there. Now this for birdie, came away with par in the previous round. Starting to make a nice move. 5 under with that birdie for the tournament. Frank, right where you want to be at the midway point of a tournament.
Yeah, you know your game's solid. The focus is more on the leader and that you can just go out and play. Excellent position to be in.
NBC Golf Channel on EA Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, proudly presents the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. It's third-round coverage of the Players.
Hello again and welcome. Rich Lerner alongside Frank Nobilo, coming to you from one of the game's most famous venues, the TPC Sawgrass, home to the Players.
And home of the Players too. The PGA Tour professionals that play the tour, they basically run and own this wonderful venue. It is their championship, and it's one that each one of those players playing here this week would want to win. It might not be considered a major, but the Players, it is their championship.
Frank, how important is positioning off the tee here?
Well, we saw a positional tee shot at 1 and 2. This is another one here at 4.
Pretty good drive here.
Another straight one.
Frank, you played in conditions all over the world. Here come the winds now. What's the mindset?
Well, this is really what separates the men from the boys. This is where you've got to tell yourself, and it's an advantage to you. Obviously, the scores will go up a little bit, given the conditions. But once again, this is going to suit the stronger player today.
You like the old phrase, swing easy when it's breezy?
Definitely when you're hitting it into a head breeze. But down breeze, tee it up a little bit, try and ride that wind some more.
That is an excellent play right there. The approach, giving him another good look. Frank, this would be a nice way to jumpstart the round.
Yeah, his momentum can quickly go in the right direction if he makes this.
Oh my goodness, he just missed that. And that was almost tap-in distance. Getting set now over the putt. That's good work. That's a good par right there. Fifth hole, good par 4, isn't it, Frank?
If ever a hole was built for Lee Trevino, who used to love to cut it, this would be the hole. It just looks and screams for a shot that's hit left to right. And that's the only way really to avoid bunkers left and long, and that one that's all the way down the right side.
Frank, it makes the game easy when you play it from the fairway.
Especially when you play it from a lie like that.
Frank, this is a position where a player is absolutely licking his chops here. Good chance to make a birdie.
Yeah, this is when this game just looks like fun. Bunkers don't seem to be in play. The only thing you're really looking at right now is just the flag. This looks like it's going to find the target.
On the green in regulation. Shouldn't be a problem here. Starting to put it together right now, Frank.
Enjoying that trio at the top.
Frank, what do you think of the 6th? Pretty short par 4.
It is, but you come out of that sort of corridor and fairway opens up and then it narrows up, bunkers to be around. Very, very few people hit driver here. Tom Weiskopf was one of my idols growing up. I loved the way he swung. That swing right there reminds me of my art.
It looks like Rory McIlroy, Frank, sticking the follow-through. Frank, now the second shot here at hole number 6.
Yeah, not overly long, but be very aware of these palm trees that are short. Many a shot's caught those trees coming into this green.
No problems there. Really good approach shot. And now, good look at birdie. This is a 13-footer.
Frankie took plenty of time on this birdie putt. He looked at it from 3 different angles. He forgot one very important ingredient.
Yeah, pace. You can definitely fall in love with the line, even with approach shots as well, but obviously we see it more on putting.
Good, solid par right there. Frank, the 7th hole here at the TPC Sawgrass, vintage Pete Dye, isn't it?
It is. Anything other than straight confuses the player off the tee. But there's 3 pot bunkers down the right side, just inside that last little pot bunker on the left of that. Actually a pretty good line. Oh, that was sweet. Straight down the middle.
Strategically, Frank, how do you like to play this hole?
You've got to be aware of where you don't want to go. That front right bunker is probably the easiest bunker shot on this hole, but there's a little pot bunker on the left. That one there, always difficult to get it up and down.
Well, this one should be safely on deck here.
It's like cyber vision. Shot after shot, right at the flag.
Just dialed in. Par yesterday, now for birdie. Oh, my goodness, Frank, that is painful.
Oh, yeah, that's the... You'd rather miss the hole at times, wouldn't you?
Stroke that with authority. TPC Sawgrass, the fabled stadium course designed by the legendary Pete Dye. Rich Lerner alongside Frank Nobilo. Here at the 8th, Frank, most players are happy walking out of here with a par 3.
And the reason why, it's a very narrow entry to this green. It's just littered with bunkers around, left, behind, to the side, and even short. Once you get further up the green, though, even though this is sort of an undulating green, it starts to widen up. So don't get trapped into just looking at the front of this hole.
Shot now from the rough. Frank, what's he facing?
Well, the lie first and foremost. If it's sitting down, then obviously you're not going to get a very good contact. Nothing wrong with coming up a little bit short of the green. Problem is turning one mistake into another.
Okay, good shot on the dance floor. Settles in over the putt. You've got to be kidding me. That was right on the edge.
I tell you, he wants a do-over there.
Frank, what do you make of the final hole here on the front side, the 583-yard par 5 ninth?
Just depends on how much you want to risk here. If you hit a good drive down the right side, it's certainly gettable for 2, but you can make an absolute mess here at 9.
Well, this is the kind of wind that separates the great players from the average players. You really have to be strong to handle these kinds of winds.
Now the second shot to the par 5.
Frank, when you think layup shot on a par 5, you think it's easy. This isn't necessarily that simple, is it?
No, you've got to keep the ball to the right. Otherwise, those overhanging limbs on those trees on the left, they become havoc.
Frank, not where he wants to be, but not out of the hole here at the par 5.
No, but Rich, to drop a shot here would really set him backwards.
He'll need to be strong with this. Pretty good shot right there. Didn't fare too well on this hole yesterday. Made a bogey. Has his par. Don't forget the final round comes your way tomorrow. For our entire crew, so long for now.
NBC Golf Channel on EA Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, proudly presents the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today, it's live final round coverage of the Players. Welcome to the Players Championship, always one of the most unpredictable Sundays in golf. This is Pete Dye's masterful creation, TPC Sawgrass. We're located in Ponte Vedra Beach, Florida.
And what a championship final round we're in for today, Rich. Whatever happens in the first 15 holes will only be exaggerated, accentuated. Your choice over 16, 17, and 18. 3 famous holes, all with water in play. And we've seen just about every scenario possible over the last few years. Today, we get to add to it.
Frank, right where you want to be.
Wouldn't be better if it was on a tee.
This, the second shot here at the par 4. This one looks like it's headed right for the middle of the dance floor, Frank.
Rather nice shot, I would say.
Not terrible, but not his best.
Yeah, outside chance, really, for birdie, but really, it was a rather poor approach shot.
Pretty good stroke right there. Just hit it through the break.
Well, it's that sort of distance. If it goes in, it's a bonus.
Been pretty good all day from this distance. Just trying to take care of business. Wow, he got robbed, Frank.
No, it's like kissing your mother-in-law.
So just a formality here. Blemish on the scorecard. A bogey. If you're just joining us, we're at the 15th hole here at TPC Sawgrass, 449-yard par 4. Frank, what's in store here?
One of the prettiest tee shots on the golf course, Rich. Once again, you're coming out of a chute of trees, big bunker down the right side. Really, you want to hug that right side, though. It gives you a better entry into this green.
Frank, really good chance from this position to make a birdie.
Yeah, really the only thing he's looking at right now is the flag. This is a green light special.
Ooh, nice play right there. That's in pretty close. Not a gimme, but well within his range.
Sneaking into contention here with that birdie.
Top 15 now on the leaderboard. And if you're a couple of shots behind on Sunday, that final round, you're thinking about 3, and that's possible, isn't it?
Well, history's shown it has, Rich.
Second from an excellent lie. Third shot, looking for a good one. Seems to like it. Looks like it's headed for the green. See if he can get this one to drop here at the 16th for a birdie. 12 feet still to go. Right in the heart. Frank, not to plant the seed of doubt, but we must deliver the facts here on this telecast. 44 balls in the water a couple of years ago, 28 last year.
Rich, that's the announcer's curse. What will he do? Oh, this is heading in the wrong direction.
Uh-oh. Wow, lucky break right there, Frank.
Well, that's what everyone else is going to say, except him.
You don't want to let this one get away. This is about concentration and focus at this point.
Needs a few more of those. That was a good birdie.
Yeah, this time, that one gets him in the top 10.
Now one of the more difficult holes in golf. The 18th here at Sawgrass, 462-yard par 4. In 2013, this hole averaged .39 strokes above par. What makes it so challenging, Frank?
Just that big body of water to the left of 18 here that's also shared to the right of 9. Not a single fairway bunker on this 18th hole. So really, lack of definition. It's so hard to find a target here.
Appears to be a smart shot, Frank.
Yeah, no problem here. That's going to fly all the way.
He's making the game look very simple right now. See it, hit it, and he's got it right on track. These putts keep the round together.
What a birdie. Now just a handful of players in contention.
So another tournament in the books, Frank, and what'd you make of this one?
Quality venue once again, Rich. The standard of courses we're seeing is excellent, and consequently it's enabling the players to really play some great golf. So I think golf's the winner today.